I cannot remember a time recently other than like a Comic-Con type scenario where so many trailers have came out in the past 2 weeks. So we're here to talk about a bunch of these trailers that have come out in the last 2 weeks. This is the Apocaflix movie show. This is episode number 5. I'm your host, Jacob Bartley, and I'm joined yet again by Keith Barnes. How's it going, Keith?
Doing good, man. Back again for the Jacob and Keith movie hour.
There you go. Yeah, you're keeping your consecutive game streak going. Keep it going forever. Some Brett Favre stuff. All right, so yeah, like I said, there's so many damn trailers that come out. Like, can you think of a time other than maybe Comic-Con or something like that? I mean, the Super Bowl makes sense, but other than those type of events, like, I don't remember so many high-profile trailers coming out in such a short period of time. Like, no, it's crazy.
It's always one of the big cons, like you said, or like a D23. Remember D23 last year? We got the
well, there's D23 too, and that's crazy because it's only Disney.
Yeah,
you know.
But they always release a bunch of things.
Yeah, exactly. Time, so. Yeah. But it's just, I was going like, wow, what should we talk about this weekend? I'm like, there's so many trailers. I think that could take up a whole entire show. We have so many to deal with. Of course, there's the huge ones like the Han Solo trailer. There's the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer, which we kind of talked about last week.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different trailers. There's the new Duncan Jones movie, Mute. There's a new Mission Impossible 6 trailer. There's an Avengers Infinity War Super Bowl spot. There's a bunch of Super Bowl spots, which led on to bigger trailers. There's the Cable Deadpool trailer. There's the Venom trailer. There's a few comedies. Life of the Party's in there. We just watched that trailer. We're definitely talking about it. The new Dundee movie.
That's great.
That's interesting. So we're definitely going to talk about these trailers. So I think the biggest one... Well, first of all, I want to know, out of all these trailers, let's talk about this one first. What is your favorite trailer out of all these trailers of this list that we put together? We'll talk about that trailer first.
Oh, okay. Boy.
Maybe you haven't determined on your favorite one.
Well, probably Mission Impossible, man. Might go to Mission Impossible Fallout, just because that one looks...
Really?
Great.
That's your favorite one?
I think so.
Yeah, we just rewatched that again. It does look really great, honestly. Yeah. I don't blame you for that. Like, it does look really good.
Well, they're ramping up just each movie they ramp up the action. But you know, they got the stories there, and I love the way the cast was great. Got Angela Bassett showing up, man, and Henry Cavill, and it looks like the CIA is getting involved in whatever it is they're doing. No Jeremy Renner.
I know that. I'm honestly really upset because
that's interesting.
He was arguably my favorite part of Rogue Nation.
Yeah.
And I love when he's like, I can neither confirm or deny that.
Yeah.
Like,
I love his...
It's so funny. But I think because I don't know when this franchise is going to stop. Maybe Tom Cruise does 1 or 2 more after this one. But I think before Tom Cruise leaves, I think Jeremy Renner will come back because he was supposed to take over after from Ghost Protocol. He was supposed to be the star of Ghost Protocol, and then Tom Cruise came back, and you have Henry Cavill in there. Maybe
I think he's taking it up.
Tom Cruise steps aside, and then it's possible like Jeremy Renner and Henry Cavill and maybe Rebecca Ferguson. Like this crew is like they're just a team, you know, and they like maybe Ethan Hunt sacrifices himself, and they keep this team together in honor of Ethan Hunt. They could do something like that.
Well, seems like he's going rogue. I mean, Henry Cavill's character points it out. You know, his character. How many Ethan Hunt's been betrayed? How many times has the government betrayed him? What do you think is going to happen? You know, what do you think he's going to do? So it seems like he's going rogue. You see him hit Rebecca Ferguson off the motorcycle with his car.
Yeah. Well, she says, "Don't make me go through you," which is kind of cool. Like that reminds me of Black Widow and Cap in Civil War. Right. Like they have this close relationship. They worked together before, but they have to go at each other. Yeah. And it could get tiring. Like it keeps going back and forth. Ethan Hunt's, the government's against him. Right. Ethan Hunt, he's working with the government, like in doing something for them. Like it goes back and forth. But no, I really did like this trailer. Henry Cavill steals the show for me in this trailer. When he takes off, I don't know what he does. Like arches his back and then throws a few punches, and he's like. That looked badass. We were talking about he could definitely be the next James Bond. Like, he was rumored for a while. He could definitely be the next James Bond. But I do think that you have to hype up the action in these movies because they keep, reinventing what's so spectacular in, like, a non-superhero type action movie. And I think they kind of did that. I mean, I think the plane from Rogue Nation still is top for me, like, as far as, like, practical stunts, but who knows which one is
there's
practical.
something else.
I know him running over the building. He actually got hurt doing that.
I think that's the shot.
And he actually did that.
Yeah.
But the helicopter, I guarantee you that's practical.
Yeah.
And there might be something more crazy in here.
I'm sure there is.
These movies have been so much fun for the past few installments, and I can't deny it. This one looks like it could be just as good as Rogue Nation and Ghost Protocol. Like, it looks really good.
What do you think about the mustache?
I like it for this movie, but
I think it looks good.
It reminds me of Justice League, so I get mad. Because
it looks good on it. It got a little bit.
Reminds me, like, even though I like Justice League, and we don't got to get into that, but for this movie, the mustache looks good.
Works. I think it works.
And I love Henry Cavill's American accent when he's not.
He does a great American.
Like, he does it when he's Kal-El, of course, but but it's different. Like, the way he portrays it as Superman, he's playing like a reserved, like Kal-El, who's always like talking like he's confused or something, but this character in this movie is like a more aggressive, assertive type. Yeah. And so he's doing a different character seems like with an American accent, you know?
Yeah, it seems like a no-nonsense CIA guy who's...
And I like, is he working with Ethan Hunt?
That's
like,
what...
that would be incredible. Like, that's awesome. And like, Ethan Hunt's a small guy, but he still whoops butt. But
he's not fighting Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
There's no way.
Like, I believe he'll whoop somebody's ass.
He'll break him.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well... So we'll just go with my trailer. We'll get this one out of the way because we talked about it. Like, honestly, out of all these trailers, I still, if I had to choose, I like Ant-Man and the Wasp the most. Honestly, I don't want to get into too much depth, but it's because of my original love for the Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
And just the Wasp character, like seeing her get her due means so much to me when she's dodging the knife and she's whooping butt, and then just the daughter and the characters. We didn't see a lot of Michael Pena in there, but.
Michael Pena, T.I., all those guys.
Yeah, exactly. His team, They were hilarious.
I bet they'll be in it.
They'll be in it for sure. Like, and so that was kind of like a teaser trailer. But just choosing my favorite, and we won't spend too much time on it, but it is Ant-Man and the Wasp. But so let's go through these. Real
quick on that one. I have a theory.
Okay, we can talk about it for a little bit. Theory. Why not?
This character, this new villain, the Ghost.
Yes.
Is Janet Van Dyne.
Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. So, I do...
Because we know it's a woman.
Okay, we know it's a woman, but they have not announced who's playing that character, right?
I think it's Janet Van Dyne.
Whoa.
I think it's Janet Van Dyne because, listen...
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
She's been... Because he talks about how going into this...
the quantum realm
or whatever, it just kind of drives you mad. Just working with the pin particles alone.
She's been in there, what was it, since
like 35 years or whatever?
Exactly.
She could just be insane, completely nuts.
And then by the end they bring her out of it.
And if she somehow finds a way out, or they get her out, or whatever.
They break her out of it mentally, you know, like by the end of the film.
I think it's her.
Dude.
I think it's her.
I think you're absolutely right. I did not even think about that.
I think it's her.
That's crazy, yeah. I think you got it right on the nose. That can cause for so much drama between Hank Pym and Hope.
Because that's probably the reason they didn't show her.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, you're absolutely right because they have, unless we're mistaken, correct us if we're wrong, but I don't think they've announced who's playing the Ghost character.
No, and I don't recall seeing. There may have been a couple set photos of her. I think in flashback, but I don't think
because we're gonna have like a character who's gonna be able to fight Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Right.
She has to have similar technology.
Right.
And who other than Hank Pym, outside of those two, would know how to use that type of technology? Janet Van Dyne, which would be really cool to have Michelle Pfeiffer, an older actress, playing a Marvel villain.
Very angry, you know.
And like she's not gonna know that that's her daughter. You know, like because she
probably not.
She was like an infant when Janet Van Dyne disappeared, or like a young girl when Janet Van Dyne disappeared. So, dude, I think you're absolutely right because the quantum realm I could imagine would totally
just
mentally mess her up. Like what's going on in there? Yeah. She finally gets out, and maybe I don't know what her motive's gonna be.
Right.
Either she wants revenge on Hank Pym or something like that, or she just, causes chaos and they have to stop her. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. But that's a very great theory. But overall, I think that trailer just really works for me. Yeah, that's good. Overall. So let's run down these trailers. Let's go through each one, talk about it a lot, and then we'll maybe talk about, if we come upon it, talk about which one you think is the worst. Because I wanted to talk about the best and worst trailers of the past 2 weeks. So let's run it down. We have we had the Dundee trailer, the Danny McBride comedy. He's playing Crocodile Dundee's son. And this is weird. This came out of nowhere.
So this is a movie.
We didn't even... Yes, it's coming out.
Not just the ad for tourism.
It's coming out. Okay. Like, there's a real trailer.
Because I'm watching it. It looked like a real trailer.
Yeah.
No,
it's a movie. It's coming out. And the thing is, so you and I, we follow movie websites. We watch movie talk shows. We know when a movie's coming out 6 months, year, 5 years ahead, because they're scheduled. This movie came out of nowhere. They dropped the trailer online out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And look, I remember watching Crocodile Dundee when I was younger, but like I wasn't like a huge fan or nothing, but it was entertaining, And Danny McBride, like, it's funny because he's playing his son, and like he's not even Australian, like he's American, and the son's American. So I'm assuming they're gonna play it where Crocodile Dundee had an affair, like a wife in America.
It must have, because as I recall it, at the end of, or in, not at the end, but in Crocodile Dundee 2, I didn't see the third one, so I have no idea. But he brought his lady to Australia, to the outback.
And was she American?
And she was American.
Okay, I don't even remember. So that's probably the wife. So, who knows what happens to the third one? But either way, it's probably an American wife who he had the kid with. And like, I'm a fan of Danny McBride. I think he's hilarious. So
he's great. Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to this, but I just love how they got like every single mainstream Australian actor or actress in here. The only one who's missing is Nicole Kidman, and it kind of makes me mad that. Hey, you know what? Actually, why would they show all their cards? She might be in the movie.
I'm sure she's in it.
I guarantee she's in the movie. Because why wouldn't she do it? Like, she's not known for being like extremely like anal and picky about stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
she's a good sport.
She would do it, but I love, you got Hugh Jackman in there, and I love that Chris Hemsworth is his sidekick.
Yes.
Like, that's hilarious.
Yes.
Like, they just juxtapose each other so well. You know what I mean?
Liam Hemsworth, you got him in there.
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth. Great. I don't think Margot Robbie has ever looked more attractive. I think she looks very attractive in that trailer.
Chanting free beer.
Free
beer. Free beer.
Yeah, exactly. That's so hilarious. Like, I'm actually looking forward to this movie.
Me too.
Like, it looks funny, and Hugh Jackman's in it. Yes. Like, Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. That's right, yeah, Russell Crowe, yes.
Like, what?
And, what's her name? Sacha Baron Cohen's wife. The redhead.
I know. Oh, yeah, Isla Fisher.
Isla Fisher, yeah. Or whatever.
Isla Fisher,
whatever.
I think it's Isla, yeah.
She's, yeah. So
it's like good. Every, like, Australian actor or actress you can think of besides Nicole Kidman, but I guarantee you she's gonna have like a cameo or something, or like at the end of the movie she pops up out of nowhere or something like that. I could totally see that.
Ruby Rose, Ruby Rose.
Yeah, is she Australian?
Yes,
I'm assuming she is because
she's like huge in Australia.
They wouldn't just show her out of nowhere if she wasn't Australian, but. Yeah, I'm actually going to go and see this in theaters. Like, it looks pretty damn funny. Maybe have a beer while I watch it. Because it seems like that type of movie.
Foster's beer.
This next one really is interesting because it's Mute. The movie Mute by Duncan Jones. We were just talking before the show. Duncan Jones, you haven't seen Warcraft. Actually, you haven't seen any of his movies.
Any of his movies.
I've seen Source Code and Warcraft. I haven't seen Moon, but I plan on watching it because I heard it's great, and I heard Sam Rockwell's great in it. But
he's in this.
Yeah, he is.
It looks,
I love Source Code. I like Warcraft. Paul Rudd is one of my favorite actors, especially comedic ever. Yeah. And I was just talking about Ant-Man. Of course, I love Paul Rudd. And who's the other lead in this movie?
Justin Theroux.
Yeah. This movie just looks really damn good. But no, it's what's his name? Tarzan, the guy who plays Tarzan.
Oh, Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's the main lead, and then him and Paul Rudd are the main leads.
Yeah.
And I like Skarsgård. Like, Tarzan wasn't a great film. It was entertaining, but he's really good.
He's good.
He was a great Tarzan.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
So I liked this trailer, knowing who it's coming from. Like Duncan Jones as a director, and the thing is, if you've seen Source Code, it's very complex in a way, and this movie looks complex, so I think he's going to handle it very well.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a kind of a Blade Runner look, feel.
Yes, definitely.
Kind of, not quite as dirty and but it kind of reminded me also a little bit of Looper. Kind of a look. A little bit, yeah. It seems like it's different. I don't know what's going on. I know he's a bartender. and I didn't recognize the actress. I guess it was his girlfriend that he's looking for or something. Or
I'm not sure, yeah.
I don't know. But it does look interesting. It looks very interesting. Is he mute? Because I thought I saw him talking.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Alexander Skarsgård character is mute.
It's supposed to be mute.
Yeah,
hence,
not Paul Rudd. I mean, you can't have a movie without Paul Rudd talking. Come on. Oh my gosh, like that's his best quality is when he's speaking. But yeah, it like I said, it feels really cool. It looks really cool. It's Duncan Jones. Yeah. Keith, you gotta watch Source Code. When you get a chance, watch Source Code, and I want to talk to you about it after you watch it because maybe we could follow up next show or a couple shows from here. But it's good. So we're doing so good so far. Out of the trailers we've gone through, they're all pretty positive. Did you get a chance to check out that new Jurassic World trailer?
Yes, I did.
And I'm assuming you're disappointed by it.
I've had my fill of Jurassic stuff.
Okay. Did you like Jurassic World?
Not necessarily. I didn't dislike it.
You think it's a bad movie?
I don't think it's bad, but I just didn't. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me.
I enjoyed it. Like I'm not saying it's a great film or nothing like that, but I did enjoy it. I like the dinosaur action, man. Dinosaur action's good.
I've seen all of it before. Yeah, listen, I can say that about Avengers. Right? I've seen those before, but that's. I don't know why that's different for me, but I'm not just Jurassic.
Maybe you just don't love dinosaurs. Like I love dinosaurs, so maybe
I love Jurassic Park. Yeah, I think I just love Jurassic Park. It's much.
But Jurassic Park's different. It's simple. It's like it's a horror film in a way.
It is, and it seems like they're trying.
These are big action movies.
But what are they doing? Making military and now they're making dinosaurs. For me,
it's like there's crazy stuff going on. I just call back to the first teaser trailer. I still want to know how Chris Pratt survives that volcano erupting. And, I swear I've said this like 10 times, but he's gonna jump off the cliff and land on a pterodactyl's back and then ride the pterodactyl.
They showed one pick him up.
Yeah. So that's gonna happen. Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind this trailer. It's fine. I like the first one better, but I do think they're trying to weigh in on the horror element more with the creature like grabbing the kid in his room, but
kidnapping the kid.
Yeah, I know, right? What is the dinosaur doing? They're very intelligent. But here's the thing, though. The director, have you seen A Monster Calls?
Oh, yeah, J.B.
Bayona, yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
A Monster Calls is an amazing movie. Yeah. I was surprised it didn't at least get, consideration or buzz for Best Picture because it came out at the end of the year last year, and it's actually a really sad movie. Mm-hmm. But it's great. Felicity Jones is in it. She should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actress, no question. Was she? I don't
think she was. No.
She wasn't, but she should have been.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, that movie's very sad, but it's really good. Yeah. So like I was talking about Mute, it's whoever's directing a film can change your perspective and your anticipation for it. Like for example, the Bumblebee movie coming out. The director of Kubo and the Two Strings directed that movie, and Kubo and the Two Strings is an amazing film. So I think Bumblebee's going to be really good. Yeah, agreed. So I think Fallen Kingdom's going to be way better than Jurassic World. Maybe. I really do because I know whose hands it's in. But as far as the trailers, I didn't love this new Jurassic Fallen Kingdom one.
Okay.
But I am looking forward to the movie very much.
Yeah, I'm still debating. See, that's weird. I did not like that first one at all. I hated that trailer.
It wasn't really a trailer.
Just a bunch of stuff.
It was a scene. It was all right. Introduced all right. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Okay,
they're back.
Boom, and then a scene of the volcano erupting,
and it's like madness.
And I do like the score though. And you don't like the score?
I don't like.
All right, hey, it's good for us to have conflicting views because for the most part we almost agreed up until now. Yeah. But as far as the movie, really looking forward to it. Trailers, okay, you're gonna see it.
I gotta see the runtime. If it's not, if it's less than. As long as it's not 2 hours and 37 minutes.
210.
Yeah, if it's something like that,
we'll do 210. Okay, so this one, next up is the Avengers Infinity War TV spot. Not much, it's a 30-second clip, but I'm sure we can devour that 30-second clip for hours if we really wanted to. But let's talk about it real quick. Did you enjoy it?
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Got a few more scenes. Got Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Tom Holland.
I love when he pulls his mask off.
Pulling his mask off and then
he's
going
so
up in this
great.
weird
big.
I still want to know what is that thing.
He's the best Spider-Man.
He is.
No question.
It's not even debating anymore. He is. But you get Iron Man with what looks like the nano armor coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's wearing that, we see him in the last trailer, or the first one, whatever it was, where he's wearing like this kind of a hoodie thing. I think that's the suit. I think it's coming out of that.
Oh, my goodness.
That's just, I don't know.
I mean,
guessing.
yeah.
I think it looks like it's like...
Well, everything's going on. He's not hanging out without armor close to him.
Something, So I think that's it. I think it turns into that. You see it kind of growing onto him a little bit. So that's what the bleeding edge armor they call it, which is similar to the extremis, whatever, however you say it.
Oh, yeah.
So that looked cool. You get some shots of Thor with the Guardians there. Groot looking sad. We were just talking about. Groot got kind of
what
sad
does that mean?
face.
What does that mean? Does the Guardian, does Drax say, Thanos, you killed my family?
Oh, I forgot about Drax, yeah.
And because remember at the end of the Guardians first one,
he's
what does he say? He was
Thanos I need to kill.
Yeah, exactly. He calls, what's his name, just like a pawn or something like that. Yeah, it's Thanos. Yeah.
And speaking of that, you get the shot of Nebula now, who finally gets her.
Yeah.
You know she's definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised if she dies, honestly, because she's gonna try to kill Thanos too.
Maybe.
But here's the thing, though. It's like that. Okay, they could kill. The big death in this movie could be Nebula, but nobody's emotional. At least I'm not emotionally attached to Nebula. I don't like. I wouldn't care that much if Nebula died. Only because it would affect Gamora so much. Because I care about Gamora. Yeah. If Gamora died, I would.
That's more. I think
I would
more
be
likely.
Emotionally affected, but I don't. I haven't gotten attached to the Nebula character.
In the book, in the Infinity Gauntlet book,
which I still haven't read. It's right there. I know.
Read it, man. Well,
I will. I promise you, I will read it before
before the movie.
Before the movie.
You have to, yeah. You got to read the whole trilogy. Yeah. Well, yeah. I was going to spoil something, but never mind. But she does do something pretty big with the Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet herself. So I think she's got a pretty big role.
I've heard she wears it. Right?
She takes it and wears it.
So we'll see.
Takes control.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe Nebula's the villain of Avengers 4.
It's possible because they had to fight her.
She kills Thanos and takes it. Who knows? No, I don't know if they'd go there. No, I do like this TV spot. It's basically a TV spot. Yeah. It's just a Super Bowl TV spot. Yeah. Disney's not.
A couple more extra
Disney
shots.
Just wants to be like, remember, Avengers Infinity War is coming out.
It's coming in May. It's coming early May.
They didn't want to spend too much on that. But I think the Han Solo trailer investment was very worth it. Well, speaking of that, let's move into Han Solo. That was a perfect segue, honestly. I swear I didn't plan for that. I swear.
No, you did. Yes, you did.
But, wow. I think out of all of these, this is the biggest, most controversial trailer that we're going to talk about tonight. Yeah. And that is Han Solo, or Star Wars Story. Man, I don't even know who I want to throw it to, but Keith, we watched it. We rewatched it before the show. Yeah. I have conflicting views on it, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
Love it. Can't wait. Listen, when they announced this, just when they were announcing the idea of spin-offs, I thought, all right. I like the Rogue One idea, but when they went to this, I always immediately, like a lot of people thought, okay, Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's going to be the one, because that's what everybody wants to know. Obi-Wan on Tatooine.
That movie's coming.
Yeah,
I hope that movie's coming.
I can't believe they haven't. Whatever. Anyway, Han Solo. And I went, what? No, like I don't want to see.
Especially because, like, all right, the reason why Obi-Wan makes so much sense is because you have Obi-Wan, you have the actor,
the guy
who's the right. I mean, look, it's Ewan McGregor and Alec Guinness. Like, they are both Obi-Wan together. Yes. You know, but you have the guy who is Obi-Wan in the perfect age range to play Obi-Wan.
Prime to do it.
Han Solo, it's not Harrison Ford, which.
That's not bothering me. That's really? There are a lot of people who are bothered by that.
I'm just saying,
again, it's the same thing with Obi-Wan.
Why Obi-Wan makes more sense than Han Solo does as a movie. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you have the actor who a whole generation of fans, like, you know, a lot of Star Wars fans, arguably 50% of Star Wars fans, they identify Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan.
Right now, because of the prequels, and he's the best standout of the prequels, I think. But listen, the fact that it's not Harrison Ford, which people are...
No, that doesn't bother me.
Okay.
As much. I'm just saying, like, that's why, like, if I was Kathleen Kennedy, I would have went for the Obi-Wan movie first, because that's easier to tackle,
and it seems like there's a much more interesting story to tell, but who knows what the story of this is.
We still don't know the story.
We don't know. I got on board with this when they announced Donald Glover.
Oh, I'm
Lando.
looking forward to... We didn't even hear him speak.
No. Haven't heard him talk yet.
I'm looking forward to Donald Glover in this movie more than anything.
It seems like everybody's so excited about that.
Because I love the Lando character, and it's like...
And if it was a Lando movie...
Like, he's gonna kill it. He's gonna
be... And
he might be the most talented man over... Like,
in the whole... Of all these movies that have come out.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in Hollywood right now, if you think about everything he can do, he can sing, he can rap, he can act, he can write.
I don't know if you watched Atlanta, that shows...
I've seen a few episodes, I heard it's great. I need to watch it. He makes great TV shows.
Does stand-up.
Like, I'm not going to be surprised if he's directing Best Pictures one day. Like, he's such a talented guy.
Great.
He's doing the Simba.
That's right. That's right, yeah, The Lion King. That's coming out this year.
Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about the trailer.
So, yeah, he looks great. We haven't even heard him talk. But the whole idea of just their backstory is what got me to go, oh, yeah. I was watching...
Empire.
Empire. And that's what... And other people in other shows have brought up, oh, that thing that, he's so mad at him when he first shows up on Cloud City. That's the story of this movie. I went, oh, that's it. Okay. I'm in. That sounds interesting. I could go for that. But all the trouble that this has been through, I've been like, just kind of, please let this be at least okay. And this trailer, to me, I think it looks great. It looks like fun. It looks, a lot of people saying it reminds them of Rogue One, like it's a bad thing. That's good. Rogue One was great. I don't see why that's a problem. It
does the feel, because, well, if you think about it, it's very close in time.
It's right there. It's just about right there. It seems like
it's a few years behind.
Maybe, yeah.
It's a few years behind.
So,
and that it should feel like Rogue One.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly, because that's the era, right? It's that sort of pre-Death Star era-ish, sort of.
If you can call it
kind of the rise of the Empire still,
era,
pre-New Hope, whatever you want to say. Yeah. So, and the fact that I've always been on the fence about the idea of Han being a former Imperial whatever.
We don't know what
if he's been. Is
that what they're going for?
That's what he said. He said he was kicked out of the Imperial Flight Academy.
Yeah.
So.
If
you watch A New Hope, that's why he knows all the ins and outs of what the Star Destroyer, what the Star Destroyer, not New Hope, Empire, what the Star Destroyers were gonna do, where to hide on the ones, so that's interesting. I like how they're doing that. We'll see how that kind of plays out. I don't know how long he was there or whatever, but he said he was kicked out for having a mind of his own.
Yeah.
So seems like they would kill him.
No, I mean it makes a lot of sense because. I mean, we see, like, he's being talked to by the Imperial officer.
Yeah. And you're going to love it here.
Like, I want to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Best in the galaxy. Like, it's, all right, man, here it is. Like, look, as a trailer, I love this trailer. Mm-hmm. I think it's constructed very, very well.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of Rogue One. I think it does feel like Rogue One, but it also has its own little flavor to it. It feels more like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels more cool. Like, it feels more like... And this is gonna sound stupid, but it feels like Fast and Furious in space. Like, and that's
adventurous.
I'm saying like a good in a good way.
Yeah.
Like
I got you.
We got Han Solo, one of the best pilots in the galaxy. Like, and that's like, and we're gonna see him in his prime, arguably
running from something.
Exactly, and it's like, it feels cool. Like the feel of it, the score is incredible.
Yeah, that sounds
great.
The
score is amazing. Yeah. The special effects look amazing. The sound mixing, as always. Star Wars always gets nominated or wins. Yeah. I don't know if it's won, but it always gets nominated for sound mixing at the Oscars. This one will get nominated because you can already hear when he's clicking on the knobs for the ships and for the speeders. Amazing. Lando looks amazing.
Brand new Millennium Falcon, all clean.
Emilia Clarke looks really good in the film.
Yeah,
are you a Game of Thrones fan? Oh, you're not? You haven't watched it? Yeah.
Never watched it. I love her.
You've seen her and stuff? Yeah. Yeah. Emilia Clarke looks great. Who is she? Is she his sister?
Kira or something they call it? That's her name.
Look, they're close because she's riding with him in the speeder, and she says, "I might be the only person in the galaxy who knows
who
what."
You are.
She says, "What you?" What does that mean?
Yeah.
What you really are, though?
Yeah, right.
Is what like? Does that mean he's like a good guy at heart and he just pretends to be? Because we've seen that before. Because when we meet him, he's a scoundrel, but then he shows us that he's a good guy at heart. So maybe this is pre-scoundrel on his way to becoming a scoundrel when he's still a good guy. And look, it doesn't bother me that it's not Han Solo. I just don't know. And there's not enough here to tell. I don't know if I like Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo.
Yeah.
From this small sample size.
I get it.
Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
All right. Here's
it's going to be different.
I don't want him to do a Harrison Ford impression, and he's not doing that at all. He's not. Yeah. And that's good. But I don't know if I believe that that's Han Solo. Is the thing. Do you?
I do.
Right. So from his mannerisms, the way he acts, and I'm not saying he needs to do a Harrison Ford impression. We don't want that because that comes in. That's like gimmicky, you know.
Yeah. Just based on what we know about Han Solo.
But I feel like there's a few ways they can go about this. I feel like they're making Han Solo more like reserved and like kind of like a shy guy, and that's how it came off to me. Did you get that vibe at all?
He could start off that way, but I think I didn't not necessarily. I got the sense of the
soft spoken. Did you get that?
No, I see.
Really?
I got this the arrogance, the cocky kind of.
I did get that.
I know what I'm doing.
People who are soft spoken can be cocky.
Sure.
And confident.
He's a guy who's constantly winging it. He knows what he's doing, but he's always kind of.
All right. So like when she's, what does she say? Is that when she says, "I'm the only one who knows what you," and he says, "What is that?"
What is that?
I see the cockiness, but I don't feel like Han ever talked that softly, and maybe that's just Alden Ehrenreich. Maybe that's how he is.
He did to Leia. He did.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
And like even when he says we're okay, like when he dodges something and he says we're okay, we got it's so reserved. Like Han was more like in your face, like I'm the shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't get that vibe from Alden Ehrenreich, but that's a good thing because maybe it's all right. So I forget the exact time frame, but we know it's like within 5 years before A New Hope, right?
Yeah, and I think they've said that it's going to be, as far as his age range, would be like 18 to like 24, 25, something like that.
Okay, so people change over time.
Yeah.
An 18-year-old can be, I'm not saying, he's not 18, whatever, he's 24, whatever, whatever age they want to make him. If he's 24, you change a lot from when you're 24 to when you're 30.
Yeah.
When we meet, Han's around 30 in the original trilogy. Yeah. Like, he could have been like a soft reserve type of guy, and then like who's confident as well, and then just became the Han that we know. So I'm okay with that. But aside from that, which I think is gonna work out, I think he's gonna be okay. I do love the trailer. Like it's really cool.
Yeah.
It has such a different feel to me. Like Star Wars, like The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi trailers, they feel epic, just like the episodic films should. This trailer, I'm like, that's badass. Like,
yeah, man.
It just seems really cool.
Just a little, not little, but it's kind of a little Star Wars adventure with just Han Solo, and I don't know. I think I heard he signed on for 2.
Did he?
I may be wrong with that. I think I heard he signed on for 2. Depending on where this ends, there could be another one. You never know. I don't know because I don't think it's going to end right at A New Hope necessarily.
If
it might.
Signed for a 2-film deal, that doesn't mean it has to be like
another Han Solo.
Sequel.
Right, you're right.
Because I think Star Wars keeps the big picture in mind. If Alden Ehrenreich works out, he can play Han Solo in between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens.
Yeah.
You can have a Han Solo trilogy in between those movies. You know what I mean? So it's like. Yeah. And if they cast somebody as a young Luke and a young Leia, there's no telling what they can do. They can do
Sebastian Stan
movie. Yeah, I would love that. They can do movies in between the original trilogy, or the original trilogy and the Force Awakens, which is so much time.
Yeah.
So but I mean, I do really love this trailer overall.
Yeah,
I think we both do.
Yeah.
So let's move on to something very different, but something that we might have, I don't know if we have the same views on or not, but that's the Skyscraper trailer. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in Skyscraper. I know you wanted to talk about this movie, so what are your thoughts on the trailer?
This movie looks awesome. I think it looks really cool. The Super Bowl teaser they showed just looked like Die Hard.
Yeah.
Just one leg Die Hard. That's what it looked like. With an enormous, gigantic mountain of a man in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's some kind of security expert.
Yeah,
I guess
security expert. I wouldn't be surprised if he's former military.
Yeah,
because
they
he lost his
leg.
They
show him with the.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
Yeah,
he is a former military. Yeah, so
they're
gonna show you how he lost his leg.
Yeah.
And then a lot of military, ex-military men go into
that kind of
security
contracting
and stuff
like that. Yeah. So, in this gigantic building, I don't think that's America. And there's some tropes in it, of course. There's something in this building we want.
Yeah, exactly,
of course,
yeah.
which is fine. But it looks cool. The Rock I like this less. I liked San Andreas. I thought it was fun. There's some silly
it's
stuff
enjoyable,
in
yeah.
it, but I thought it was fun. I haven't seen Jumanji yet, and
I still haven't seen
some
it
of the
either,
more some of the more family friendly stuff he's been doing.
Yeah.
Or kind of goofy comedic stuff. This looks cool. Cool, just not simple, but action, just explosive, jumping around, beating guys up, sort of thing. That's the kind of thing we love to see from The Rock. It's good to see Nev Campbell coming back.
Yeah.
Play the family. It's that's the one thing they did differently. It's not like him and his wife are divorcing.
Oh, I know, right? Like, it's actually a happy family together.
And they're living in the building, I guess, and then it looks good. I like it. That leg is gonna come into play somehow. The prosthetic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a thing. He's gonna use that somehow to save his life somehow, or save his
yeah.
It's gonna be a thing somehow.
I mean, we saw it tied on the rope. Look, I don't mind this trailer. It's not bad, but like it's nothing like I'm like I have to see that. But I do like it. The thing that I like about this movie is that they are physically handicapping The Rock because you've had so many action movies where nobody can beat The Rock up. Like
he's invincible in just about everything.
Masculine, physically dominant person in the room, no matter what.
Yeah.
And now you've physically limited him, which is very interesting. So he's gonna have to fight guys, jump off a crane to a building without a leg. So that's the most interesting thing to me. No matter how serious they want to play it, there's a gimmicky aspect to this movie.
Sure, of course.
Like, there's always like a wink at the camera. There's a wink at the camera to this movie, no matter what, because it's like full health Rock is not jumping from a crane to a building and grabbing a rope. Like he's gonna just fall to the concrete. But I enjoy it. Like we don't have these straight action movies nowadays anymore.
Not really.
Like it's Mission Impossible. Those come out. That's pretty much it. And it's cool because we get to see this. And The Rock's, The Rock and Tom Cruise are like some of the only guys who can put out these movies where like they're actually going to succeed.
Right.
So I did like the trailer, didn't love it, but I am going to be there opening weekend to see it because it looks really cool. And the best part about it is like that they limited his physicality because it adds a different dynamic to it for sure.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
All right, so let's talk about a movie that I know Keith is dying to see, a movie that he loved the trailer, and that's the Melissa McCarthy film, Life of the Party. Keith,
Disagree. Disagree.
It's your most anticipated comedy of the year.
Listen, I love Melissa McCarthy. She's great. She's funny. My daughters, they love Gilmore Girls. She's great on that as Suki. Listen,
Mike and Molly.
Mike and Molly's funny. I watched that a couple times. It's pretty funny. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Enough of Melissa McCarthy falling down or getting hit with something and then falling down. Or I don't know.
What did you do? She tried to burn all her old stuff and then blew up and knocked her off.
Back. Okay, all right.
She's like sleeping with young men.
Which, I mean, that's funny. That's fine. But I don't.
Honestly, those moments were a little bit.
That was kind of funny. But it's basically this movie's back to school with which probably it's probably funnier than Back to School. I don't know. This one's not for me. This one's not for me. But good for. I love Melissa McCarthy. I like seeing her in things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll pass on this one.
No, look, I don't. This trailer's not great, but I don't want to doubt a Melissa McCarthy film because. And here's the thing, though. Her husband didn't direct Spy, and Spy, I'll never doubt her because I really like Spy and I really like her in Spy. So, and Spy is a comedy, but like her character. There's down to earthness, like her character seems like a real character. But it's funny. I don't want to spoil that movie, but like she's it's an action movie, right? Mm-hmm. But you think, like, how is she an action star? Why is her character fighting in that movie? The way they explain that in Spy actually makes a lot of sense, and it works. So check out Spy if you haven't seen it. Yeah. Keith needs to watch it as well. But this trailer, it wasn't good. I was looking forward to it because I was telling you about Gillian Jacobs. I watched the show Love on Netflix, and it's a Judd Apatow produced show, and it has that kind of flavor to it, those like 40-Year-Old Virgin Judd Apatow feel to it, and I really like that show, and she's the star of it, and she's really great. She didn't impress me in this trailer, but I'm sure she's going to be good in the movie. But yeah, like you said, it's going to be a bunch of just falling over and tripping and like stuff like that, and like stuff that worked in the 90s and stuff, and just not funny these days. But that haunted house line at the end was pretty funny. I was like, wow, that's pretty funny. But yeah, I think we could both agree, out of all the trailers we're going to talk today, I mean, I think it is probably the worst one out of all the ones we're going to talk today, so we don't necessarily have to choose. But these last two trailers coming up, I'm really, really excited to talk about. Let's talk about the Deadpool Cable trailer. This might top the Ant-Man and Wasp trailer. Like, it was neck and neck for these two for me. I mean, most people love Deadpool. I can't say everyone, because there's people that don't. But most people love Deadpool. And I just thought this trailer fit so well with what Deadpool is and what the character is and what the first movie was. Because if you put out a trailer like this where you have a character walk out with the green screen arm and you're like, and they make fun of it, and then you have a character playing with toys and having another toy do what Deadpool does in this trailer to another toy, like, it wouldn't work. But because it's Deadpool, it works. I like Josh Brolin as Cable. I do.
He looks amazing.
Like, before I probably would have, like, before I ever saw any footage or any pictures, he wouldn't be my first choice.
No.
But I'm all in. Josh Brolin is Cable now.
He looks great. Yeah, I would have found someone that's, I guess it would have been hard because Cable's like 6'10".
I wanted Brad Pitt, because when that rumor comes out that Brad Pitt's gonna play Cable,
and then they have a photo, like a concept art that came out that looked like,
I think Boss Logic probably made another one, like he always does. But because Brad Pitt's one of my favorite actors of all time, so I would have loved to see that. But dude, Josh Brolin, I really like Josh Brolin, especially like in Sicario, like he's amazing. But I think he's gonna kill it as Cable.
Oh, he will. He will. I like that dynamic between the two of them. You can already see it. He's not putting up with Deadpool's nonsense. I love the line.
What does he cuss at the end? He says, "Time's up." But something he cusses, and then Deadpool's like, "That's just bad writing." But it's funny because it's like, it's a cheesy line. It's like, "Time's up" because Cable time travels, and it's like, he's like, "Oh, I think he says time's up, you dumb fuck." And he's like, "Well, that's just bad writing."
Like, lazy.
Lazy writing.
That's right.
Dude, I think because we have worried, and I know Jake had this worry too, that Deadpool 2 was going to just, be a rehash of the first Deadpool. Yeah. I think this trailer showed me that it's going to be different enough.
To me,
And Cable is the opposite of Deadpool. Right. Very serious, very, like, aggressive, and just, like, doesn't play around at all.
Yes.
And so they're going to play off each other so well.
Yeah. So I like that dynamic between the two. I like, what's her name? Domino looks cool.
Zaza Beetz, or what's her name?
Yeah, she looks great.
She's from Atlanta,
Speaking of Atlanta, we were talking about her earlier, or talking about that show earlier, but she looks cool. Negasonic Teenage Warhead's got the mohawk.
I'm glad they're back. She looks cool too.
Yeah, and what looks like it's that little team that's on is it a plane, helicopter?
And it
could be X-Force.
Some of
those characters.
I mean, that could be like an early iteration of X-Force. You know, I guarantee you they're gonna throw some joke in there like, "What are we gonna call ourselves?" And then someone says X-Force, and then Deadpool's gonna be like, "That sounds stupid as," right. He's gonna. I could totally see that.
Yeah, it looks.
And he's gonna make fun of, why should we have X? Why do we have to have the X in our name? Like,
I love the little jab at the mustache controversy. That was that just killed me. I heard that, and that was great. That was really cool.
I love how, like, socially aware, like, that are Ryan Reynolds and the writers of the marketing and the movie are, because like they know what people like us are thinking, like in Deadpool 1, don't make it green or animated. Like, a casual fan is not going to get that reference right away, but you and I are going to know exactly what it means, and like Ryan Reynolds and the writers know this.
Yeah, right.
And there's so many like cultural references, but like I said, this trailer is amazing. Yeah. And our last trailer to talk about today, to wrap up, is the Venom teaser. I have no idea what you think about this teaser. I know I have my own thoughts, but I'll let you go ahead and start, Keith.
I don't know.
I feel the exact same way.
We don't see anything. We don't see. It looks interesting. I suppose. Okay, we see him on a hospital bed or whatever. So, are they giving him the symbiote somehow? Someone finds it. You see
we see the truck
appears like
that
a truck.
Has the symbiote. Like,
symbiote
I'm confused. Like, I would have preferred for like maybe Eddie Brock goes to space
for some reason,
and he gets a symbiote in space. But who knows?
Or he's working with...
The movie does come out after Infinity War, so maybe somehow the symbiote through Infinity War... Because Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal said they are in the same universe, but we're not necessarily going to see them cross over together.
Right.
So that means that events in the MCU...
could trickle
to Venom.
But not necessarily... We're not going to see...
Not direct time.
We won't see Steve Rogers in this movie or anything like that. But... Look, I love Tom Hardy. He's getting to that point. He's one of those guys where I'll see anything he's in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I trust him. He likes this. And Michelle Williams also in it.
She's great.
Great. Yeah. So I'm sure I need to see more. That's all.
No,
it looks interesting.
This is a teaser trailer. Yeah. Like it's less than a teaser trailer in a way. Like there's no plot. It's just a bunch of scenes.
Yeah.
It looks like a thriller, like an action thriller.
Right.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is okay, but we don't know, like, I don't think we're getting reporter Eddie Brock.
No. Because he looks like, well, for the photos that came out, he looks like he's wearing some kind of jumpsuit, like I thought maybe he was a janitor or something, but then they show a couple other guys wearing those same suits, so I don't know if he's...
Maybe they, like, inspect, like, extraterrestrial things or something like that.
Yeah,
look,
I don't know.
If you didn't see the title of this trailer and they didn't show the symbiote in the tube and they didn't have the logo at the end, you would not know this is a Venom movie. Did you see the
Marvel logo at the beginning?
Look, I'm okay that they didn't show Venom in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
It's a teaser trailer. I'm okay with that. But I think a trailer like this, where it's a property that people know, especially people like us, we need to be able to watch it, and even like a casual fan needs to be able to watch it and know that's a Venom trailer.
Yeah.
They can do that without showing Venom somehow. Like, maybe if you even just show something crawling up his hand, that's it.
Or show him shooting webbing. I just saw a hand
shooting
webbing.
Show the symbiote crawling up his hand or anything like that.
Yeah,
or just something to let people know that this is a Venom movie other than... And even a casual fan's not going to know the symbiote in the tube is a Venom film.
Right.
The only thing is... And I do like the end shot with the blackout with the face and the Venom logo.
Yeah.
I do like that, but I'm safe to say that I was disappointed by this trailer for me. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not a bad trailer at all, but I'm disappointed by it.
I don't know. Like I said, I just need to see more. I'm still not, like we just said, I believe in Tom Hardy and Michelle Williams. The performers in the movie. The idea of just a Venom movie, period, I'm still not 100% on, especially if you're not including Spider-Man.
It's a character worth
it's interesting, but just in a solo movie, though, I don't know.
I do, because look, Venom, people.
Because here's the thing, Venom
like Venom.
Venom has a spider logo.
No, I know. So, like, what is he gonna look? What's his chest gonna look like? No, you're absolutely right.
He's got Spider-Man's powers, and like, what is he?
I think they're.
Did it say Carnage is gonna be the?
I think it's rumored that Carnage, and that would be pretty cool. But I think they're playing it safe. I think they want to shock people with it, how actually tied in it will be with Spider-Man. I think it will be. And there's rumors that Tom Holland will make a cameo in the film.
I heard just as Peter Parker.
Yeah, no,
which is fine.
I don't want to see Spider-Man in the movie.
Because if it's Spider-Man,
I would love to see just Peter Parker.
Although it looks like we see the Golden Gate Bridge at the beginning, so I wonder if it's set.
I did hear it does take place in San Francisco.
Okay,
which is I'm not saying like Peter Parker's gonna be in San Francisco.
For some reason, yeah.
Maybe Eddie Brock's in New York.
West Coast Avengers, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Tom Holland, they're traveling for a decathlon.
Yeah, that would.
It's for school or something like that. Yeah. Maybe Spider-Man gets knocked off in California during Infinity War, like so with the symbiote.
Lands in No,
I'm just kidding. No, they're not going to tie that in directly, but I do think, if not the first movie, I think it will eventually cross paths because it's like
they have to.
They will, and like I understand, like keep it separate. I understand why that's appealing.
Yeah.
But I also, come on, it's like, it's different. It's like the Joker without Batman. Like, it's different, you know? It's like, and that, yes, you can make a Joker film without Batman.
Sure.
Because it seems like the Joker was doing his own thing before he ever met Batman.
Right.
But Venom was never doing his own thing before he came in past with Spider-Man. So that's the difference right there.
The symbiotes, his existence is
and here's the thing, we gotta be careful because you don't have to follow the comics and the cartoons.
No.
But they rely on each other, those two.
But the fact is that he mimics Spider-Man's powers. And
that's the thing. So like,
his hatred of Spider-Man is the reason he exists.
If you just have Venom swinging webs and you're like, wait a minute.
Well,
is this Spider-Man?
It's an evil Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah, that's what people are going to think. It's evil Spider-Man. So, anyways, I think the movie's going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
But this trailer just disappointed me overall.
Okay. Yeah, it just... Didn't it just wasn't it wasn't anything.
Exactly. The second trailer will knock us out of our socks. I hope so. I think it will. Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up the Apocaflix movie show for this week. A little longer than last week, but we had a bunch of trailers to talk about.
Yeah.
Keith, we were both wrong on our Super Bowl predictions, by the way. You did say...
I said I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, you did say that. I was choosing Pats. Great game though.
It was.
By the way.
It was.
And Look, I do root for the Patriots, but I'm not mad that the Eagles won. I mean, I don't really care that much because I'm a Niners fan. But I was, I don't really care that the Eagles won, but it was kind of cool. Who's your team? Oh,
so I'm a Redskins fan, and they are a hated NFC East rival, and I hate the Eagles, and it's been killing me all week to see them celebrating. It's the worst.
Oh well, we were wrong, but All right, well, thank you for joining me today, Keith. Keith Barnes, that is. Admiral Ack Barnes from the Padawan Podcast. Speaking of the Padawan Podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like film and Star Wars and superhero movies. We talk all that stuff. I am Jacob Bartley. You can find us both on this YouTube channel, Apocaflix Movies. Please subscribe. Hit that like button. Tell your friends. Share our videos. Let us know in the comment section. Out of all these trailers that we talked about, which one was your favorite? Which one did you hate? Do you agree with us on the Han Solo trailer? Do you agree with us on the Venom trailer? We're really curious to hear your thoughts. And also check us out on iTunes. We have our main shows, main videos up on iTunes. If you use Apple, check us out on there.
I discovered it's on Google Play also. The Google Play, Google Play Music, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
So you can find it
so check us out there. Thank you all for listening. As always, take care till next time.